3 things to not ruin your health in 2025. Okay, well, who's ready to make the greatest comeback of all time in 2025? And why not? Wouldn't it be rude not to? So, for the greatest comeback of all time, it's essential that we focus on the comeback of everything great. And yes, it's a going forward. We've got to go forward in making a comeback of everything great, the greatest of great, by having the greatest self-image and staying away from everything that is the opposite of that. This is really about a comeback of paradise consciousness, which is simply focusing on a creatively appreciative consciousness, or an appreciatively creative consciousness. Let me say that again. A creatively appreciative consciousness or an appreciatively creative consciousness is what paradise consciousness is. What better thing to bring back than that creative appreciation and the empowerment that comes with it in terms of our relationships, in terms of our health, our well-being, in terms of our prosperity and our success in all realms. So it's the opposite on focusing on the victim story. It's focusing on the victory story. It's the opposite of the feeling failure and beating ourselves up and wallowing in the bottom half of the picture. All the emotions that are essentially can be categorized as ungrateful, unthankful, unappreciative emotions. Emotions of resistance based on thoughts of resistance to the greatest of stories, the greatest of truths, the greatest of narratives. So all the positive emotions are based on thankfulness, gratitude, and appreciation. So that's something to focus on to make your 2025 comeback the greatest of all time. It all starts in our imagination, which is what consciousness really is, which is what the mind really is, which is what our essence really is. So utilize it to the max. It's the greatest gift that we've been blessed with, the greatest miracle, creative miracle that we've been blessed with. It's up to us to take full ownership and responsibility for it, for us to take the reins of it, to harness our creative consciousness, to create something magnificent in all realms, for want of a better word, which can only be called paradise. So, okay, number 2, for not ruining your 2025, in other words, making it the greatest in all of paradise, no less, keep to the truth and the essence and avoid all lies. There's a whole bunch of lies that we have been taught, that all of humanity has been taught, flawed premises. Those lies may have been taught to us from other people that also believe those lies for decades, for generations, even for centuries, even potentially for millennia. Imagine the consequences of one flawed premise stretched out over that time. You know, they say if you veer a bit off course, it doesn't look like much. But the further you get from the point of origin where you veered off, eventually it can be a huge segment. So keep to the truth and the essence. Avoid the lies. So that goes massively for media narratives, alleged institutionalized educational narratives. It goes for paradigms that we believe in. So the question is, can we be open to listening for and discerning the truth from all? Because there's always a kernel of truth in everything, and it's important that we discern and focus on the kernel of truth and generate momentum and appreciation of the kernel of truth, free from the poison, the virus, the distraction of the lie or the half-truth that may be tainting the whole truth. So to be able to discern decide and cut away falsity and focus on that which is real and essential. And the best way to do that is appreciating it. In appreciating it, we celebrate it. And in discerning the false, we have an opportunity through appreciation again to transform it into something that is of service to the truth, leveraging it, getting clear on what is the truth and what is a lie. So ideally, it's best we stay away from all news and media. Really, let's remember that there is a Greek or a Roman goddess called Media, who was the goddess of lies and deception. And well, that speaks for itself. There's some pretty great memes on it. Remember that the greatest news of all time is within you and is all around you. Can you tune into the greatest news of all time? You know, in spirituality, in religion, in the world of certain traditions, it's called the gospel. Gospel meaning the good spell. Can we focus all our awareness on the good, not only the good spell, the greatest spell of all time, rather than the bad spell, the spell of lies, manipulation? There's a big higgledy-piggledy, humble-jumbled, not so humble, mess of lies and truth woven together. And the more we create truth within ourselves, the more we allow truth within ourselves, the more we clean house of the falsities and the lies and the distortions within us by transforming flawed premises and revealing the actual greater truth beneath them. Wow. The more we see that truth in the outside world. And of course, that truth is the most empowering, beautiful, magnificent, enlightening truth of all time in all areas of our lives. Our relationships, our health, and our wealth. And the only thing that is making us suffer in all these realms is lies, falsity, flawed premises. So, focus on the truth, magnify the truth, multiply the truth, appreciate and celebrate the truth, and spread the truth. Starting from the inside. And you become a momentum of it, a magnetization of it, a radiance of it. So what else is a lie? Well, this is connected. Points 2 and 3 are connected. What else is a lie? Chemicals are a lie. That is a blanket statement, but it's a blanket statement that needs to be made. Yes, every chemical has its purpose. Generally, relatively, some chemicals may be relatively useful. But humanity is drowning in a sea of a polluted sea. The ocean has been polluted with chemicals. The ocean of existence, the ocean of creation, the ocean of your body, the ocean of your being, the ocean of the environment, your neighborhood. The chemicals, the carcinogens are rife. And other than physically, there's all the other different levels. So everything that in the medium and long term disrupts your spiritual, mental, emotional, physiological, endocrinological thriving and health is a lie. So yeah, a little bit of disruption short term can be all right. Sometimes we need to be disrupted. Daily we need to be disrupted. We need to be disrupted out of our distraction, disrupted out of our lethargy, disrupted out of our flawed premises and the habits that aren't serving us, starting with the mental habits, the beliefs. So yeah, a little bit of disruption can be good, but if we're disrupting, and even a little bit of short-term disruption nutritionally or whatever can be good, but things that affect us negatively in the medium and long term, that's a lie. Are we allowing our body to be lied to? In other words, going towards degeneration? Because when we harmonize with the truth, we experience continuous, never-ending, empowering, invincible regeneration. We are here to be regeneratively creative beings. Creation is regeneration. Regeneration is creation. Generating, regenerating, Genesis, creation. So this goes for all kinds of chemicals in our toothpaste, in our soap, in our shampoos and conditioners, in our moisturizers, in our deodorants, in makeup and beauty products generally, in air fresheners, in scented candles, in sanitary products, in synthetic clothes and the synthetic chemicals we might be washing our clothes in and putting them on our body. All of those are a screaming lie, inflammatory lie that's causing acidity, inflammation, and therefore our body trying to defend itself by binding all of that in tons of mucus to act as a protective barrier that's further clogging us up and causing resistance. And so in order to have the greatest 2025 of all time and make the greatest comeback of all time, it's imperative to let go of all the resistance to the greatest possible of truths, the greatest possible of realities, and the greatest possible of creativity. So anything that is an affront to us, anything that is a lie is an affront to us, an assault on us. And it's essential that we practice some self-appreciation, some self-compassion, and elevate our self-image by stopping attacking ourselves, stopping unappreciating ourselves. When we're not appreciating ourselves, we are attacking ourselves. And if we're attacking ourselves, we're attacking everyone and all relatively, even though we might be martyring ourselves, trying to be all nicey-nicey and people-pleaser to other people. If we're doing that at the behest of attacking ourselves, we're not serving them. We're not serving ourselves and we're not serving the world. So it's simple. Discern what is the truth and what is a lie. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, environmentally. The foods you eat, the clothes you wear, the products you use, what you invest every moment, every breath of your time with, every joule of your energy with, and every penny that you spend. Make it an investment in the truth, in building the truth, and do not invest in the lies and the poisons of this world. The lower world, the world that is the false world that we think is the real world, that is constipating the most glorious paradigm realm of possibilities that we could call paradise. Let's tune in to what is essential, what is causal, what is creative, what is empowering, and drop all the things that are disempowering. If we make it our commitment and our focus and our decision, all of life, the creator of life, is here to support us. Created so many magnificent cascading miracles that we are omnipresently surrounded by to support us. But as long as we're mixed up in the internal, in the subtle, mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical lies that are disrupting and stressing us out on all different levels, that is going to sabotage us. That's going to ruin our day, ruin our year, ruin our life, ruin our reality. And if our reality is ruined, we're spreading a shared, ruined reality. So let's focus on a regenerative, creative, appreciative reality. That's our way to have the greatest 2025 of all time. Stay wild, stay wonderful. Peace.